Hello Capricorn, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your reading for the eclipses, the eclipse portals we are in at this moment. And hello from George as well. So eclipses are wild cards. They bring change, they bring unexpected energy, they bring people in, bring people out. It can be a reset of sorts. So we have the full moon in Libra occurring on the 25th of March, which is a lunar eclipse. And we have the new moon in Aries on the 8th of April, which is a total solar eclipse. So both of these are really dynamic energies. And so let's see what you guys are dealing with. We have the Hermit. Okay, I love it. Contemplation and wisdom, the Virgo card coming through. So you might even find it, I don't know, like this is very much about being the wise old sage, and really you might find yourself going into a deeply analytical energy of really thinking things through a lot. It may feel like there's a lot of things around that have been challenging, but it's like I need to go deep within, and the roosters are challenging in themselves, the way they keep crowing. But the Hermit is very much this sense that I need to go deep within and analyze what is going on here. So let me pull an affirmation card around that. What else does Capricorn need to know? Because Aries is another cardinal sign, this is potentially creating a square aspect with you, which can be a challenge of some sort. So let's see what's happening with the Hermit. What is it contemplating? It says, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. Okay, I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. Interesting. So you might be going down a path of thinking about some ancestral stuff, some family traditions or belief systems, and going down the path of, you know, perhaps a different perspective or deep analysis is coming in around your parents and what was going on for them. Maybe you're seeing them in a different light. So let's see, what is the eclipse story for? And this could be very much to do with just family in general and family relationships. It's all they're showing me all these little intertwinable webs, a bit like a family tree, everything going this way. But it all comes back to you and going, okay, I am who I am because of all these belief systems that have been passed down by all these people in my life. But here I am sitting here going, is that really who I am? Is that really me? So, yeah, it feels like there's this deep questioning of identity even, or like, how did you get to this place? How did you get to this time, this moment in time? So, but it actually feels good to be honest, Capricorn. It feels like, now I'm really understanding something here. And so it feels like there's this opportunity for freedom, like a reset of sorts, to be able to break free from some of those things from the past that I don't think you need anymore. So yeah, let's see what is coming in. What is the eclipse story for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? Here we have the Four of Swords. Again, both of this and the Hermit are about feeling just a little bit like I'm on my own, or I'm contemplating this. This is both of these, the Four of Swords and the Hermit, are both cards of having a big think, like needing to have a big think, take some time out. But I feel like you're on your own doing this, like I need some alone time just to think this through. And it's not bouncing it off other people, it's just going deep within yourself and like, what am I actually processing here? What's making sense? And the Four of Swords, as we can see the characters feeling, both of these cards could feel quite isolated, or feel that can come through as well, isolation and loneliness. But it feels like the Four of Swords is where somebody's at a crossroads. They're like, here I am sitting at this point in time where I'm at a crossroads, and I'm not sure of the direction and the path in which I'm going down here, and I'm not sure the right way, but I need to just have a big think about it. Because it feels like you're at a bit of a turning point feels like there's a choice point and a turning point. So that could be a bit of a challenge. I don't feel like you want to rush into this in any way. You want to have a big think about it. So let's see what else is going on for Capricorn's story. Let's see what else is coming through. We've got the Two of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot going on inside the element of air, inside your mind here, and we do have fire and air as the elements involved with this, Libra and Aries, the two signs. So the Two of Swords is a very Libran energy. In fact, it's like here I am sitting at this crossroads. There's a choice point in front of me, and it's like, I don't know what I want to hear. I don't know what to choose. There's a lot of hesitation. I don't know what the right decision is. There could have been some kind of conflict here. We see Orestes, and there's conflict between, these are his parents arguing here. He's like, I don't want to hear that. And so it's like he's hearing, there's a lot of noise and static, and it's like could be some kind of conflict that's going on here. Sorry, Capricorn. Speaking of noise, I've got the roosters in one ear, I've got the dogs in the other ear, and it's a little bit like, I read everything into the readings, and it's a bit like poor Orestes here in the middle with like one person saying there's noise from this side, there's noise from that side, and it's like, I feel like I'm caught in the middle. So it might be a little bit like I feel like it's a hard decision to make because you either feel caught in the middle or it's like I have to consider somebody else here and how this choice is going to impact moving forward everybody involved in the situation. So there definitely could be a sense of some sort of family conflict. There could be a child involved with this as well. That could be something that comes through. And in comes the World card saying this needs to end. There's an end of the cycle here. Whatever this conflict or this indecision about what's the right way to move forward with it, in comes Saturn, your planetary ruler. This represents the Ouroboros, represents the Saturn's rings. It represents the cycle of something has ended and it needs to start again. And so it's saying there's been time's up for this. Time's up. Decision needs to be made. We need to let go of this. Time's up. And so this is really nice because this has got the hermaphrodite here, the divine feminine and masculine coming together as one. So it's a sense of there's a completion of a bigger cycle in your life. And so this is very South Node-esque energy coming through here with all this Libra and element of air. The South Node is about the old karma that you're releasing, that your soul says, I've already learnt all that. I don't need that in my life anymore. And it definitely feels like it's related to some kind of situation around family and choosing a direction or letting go of a very old conflict that has been around or a situation around that. So definitely there's a sense. I'm glad that the World card came in and put an end to it. So let's see. An end to some kind of element of air, thinking, communication around this cycle. Okay, there is just way too much in there. And we do have the King of Pentacles, which is King Midas. Everything you touch turns to gold. So King Midas is very successful. It could be that there was some sort of issue around money that's come in around this as well. For whatever reason, I feel like I want to put him back in and keep shuffling. So let's see what else is coming through for you. We've got Temperance. Okay, this feels a bit better. So this is where balance starts to restore again. And new elements are coming in. We're seeing the elements here. And new elements are coming through. Balance and harmony gets restored again where there's been some conflict, where there's been some indecision, where it's like I have to make a choice here. And then things start to flow. We're seeing look at the differences in the landscape. These two, very barren. There's nothing. It's all grey and browns. And then we look at these compared to these two. Suddenly there's blue sky. There's a little bit of clouds around still, but then we're seeing the rainbow after the storm. We're seeing green fields. We're seeing abundance. And it might all feel as totally intangible. This is Iris in the Temperance card, Iris of the rainbow. She sends her messages on the rainbow. So it's like, you might get this really, this might not even be that you have to talk to anybody. It might be this really intangible, intuitive message that's like, It's gone. It's time to let it go. It's an echo of the past. It's a memory now. It doesn't have to be something that I need to think about or even talk about. It's just like it's something just is gone, or someone. It's like, yeah, it's interesting. So let's see what else. But temperance is very much a sense of calmness can come back, a sense of calm peace. So there's a lot that this hermit is thinking about here. So let's see what else is coming through. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Very beautiful. Wow. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, this is the Wheel of Fate that is spinning here. So there's definitely very fated energy, some kind of conflict or some sort of conflict from the past needs to end, or something that involved that. And what I really love is the fact that we've got the Temperance card, we've got Iris here next to the river, and here we have the Knight of Cups saying, I'm ready to cross that river. I'm ready to step into a new threshold. It's all nice and green grass over the other side of the river. I'm just going to trust a feeling. I'm going to step into new emotional territory. The water, the intuition is starting to flow here. I'm following my heart. And it feels like this could be really great when it comes to opening your heart to new connections, to love, to shifting away from an old conflict. And it feels different. It just feels like I'm moving forward, feeling differently, feeling a lot calmer. And so the Wheel of Fortune is an expanded space within that sense of balance is restored. My heart is opening again. And it feels like understanding the nature of fate, that there's something around an ending that releases the choice point, releases an old conflict that allows you to be able to move forward with greater harmony. So that's your reading. That's your reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. And please check out my other services. I have personal readings. I am teaching tarot. There's a whole heap of other stuff, healings, all sorts of things. So please check it out in the link below, and take care.